My name is Fred Beneby, and I'm here to make people understand the rich history of West Lawn Cemetery and some of the things that we did back in 1986 to bring about some changes. Back in the old days, the people that moved here, migrated here from the Bahamas, thought, well, gee, I have a choice of being buried on the east side or the west side. But my father was told, as many of them were told, no, that's for colored people, as they call them back then. And the ones that are there, we intend to get them out of there. But little did he know what they meant by that. Back in the late 30s and early 40s, the KKK was pretty prevalent around here. And the sheriff department did not allow blacks to work downtown unless they walked home by the railroad tracks. And so they got very upset with the government and said that they didn't want black people buried over there with whites. And so that's when they got a hold to the funeral home in Fort Lauderdale and said to the prisoners, we want you to go out and dig up all those people out of the graves, and so that we can bring them over here on the west side. And with that, they dug a hole about 24 by 24, and they dumped the bodies in it just randomly, and the tombstones were broken up too. And the sad thing is, the prisoners that they used, they robbed the grave. They took the jewelry off them, and if they had nice clothing, they even took that. But that was the culture at that time. The Klan made it pretty, they were very positive about what they were doing. So we thought that if we tried to go and complain about it, that they would get us. And when we were doing our research and trying to find out the names that were missing when we were doing this monument here, the people wouldn't talk to us because they were afraid that the Klan would get them. And this is 1985 and 86. So the names that we have are the ones that we were able to find. And I must say that we had great success with the former mayor and vice mayor, and that's Mayor Bertrania, and also Chester Bird, who was the vice mayor. And with the help of others, we were able to identify most of the persons who died and who were buried and that they brought over here. However, it's time for us to move ahead with something more positive, and that is to make sure that people know about the history and know who did it. We have the wonderful people at the City of Dania who are going to work with us and make sure that we get some other things done, such as a plaque denoting who worked on the project. We would like to get one of the streets that goes through here named for Marvin Merritt, because Marvin was a fellow that really got this thing going. Unfortunately, Marvin has passed away, but we are going to continue on with his wishes and trying to get this done.